Hi everyone, let's talk about sloping ceilings. And in Fusion they're actually very easy, especially if you use the cursor. So if I want to move my cursor up to this top wall, right click, attach a cursor to the wall, there it is already and waiting for me. And sloping ceilings are actually found here. Sloping ceilings are actually found here with that small little symbol indicating slope ceilings. And it's governed by these rules down here, how long it's going to be. It's got a default of 3 meters, could be longer, could be shorter, a depth of 1 meter, a height of 1 meter. But this is the all important part. We need to be lower than the height of the wall. So this is going to be a 1 meter slope, and I have a 2.5 meter ceiling, so I'm going to make this one in here at 1500. I'm going to show you a couple of options in here, but slope and angle I'll leave it as it is, and I simply press add. Well, as you can see, there's my sloping ceiling. The cursor's moved itself along, so if I was to reattach my cursor to this wall, it turns round in a clockwise direction. I can add a second and immediately you'll see that they join up. And that's the magic and the power of Fusion. So if I were to show you a easy perspective, there they are joined. Let's render them so you can see them easily. And there they are. Now of course they will take on the color of the ceiling, and you can see that that slope ceiling has taken on the color of the ceiling. Well, if I simply come in here and say to it slope ceiling, choosing to replace it, perhaps I could come in here and select catalogs, and let's go and have a look at perhaps in here some paint. And in there I'm just going to choose a very easy color to assess. We'll choose a yellow and select OK, so that you can see now that the ceiling has changed in its color, and we could have done that to the second one as well if we had wanted to. However, so colors can be changed, textures can be changed as well. But if I want to show you what the possibilities are in here, I'm going to delete that one, and secondly this one. Well, if I were to perhaps now add a window into this top wall, let's make it a meter, and I'm simply going to slide it into the wall there. I can adjust it one way or the other. Let's centralize it up. Let's make it a meter both ways. And I go back to the sloping ceiling tool, and again you'll notice it's resorted back, so I'm going to change that to 1500. And what I need to do is re-anchor my cursor back to the beginning of the wall, and when I press the add button, on it goes. But you can see it's got a strange and peculiar shape. Well, let's go and have a look what it does in perspective. So from one area to another, it actually cuts itself around the window. Isn't that fantastic? We could have made a small slope and a second small slope either side, but simply making one slope all the way across allows that to happen very easily. Well, let's see what else we can do. So if I were to remove that window, just pressing delete, and I'm going to go back now and delete that slope as well. I want to experiment in here. If I wanted, say, 25-degree angle and added that slope in here, there I'm going to add that. You can see it's penetrating deeper into the room. So if we again look at the perspective, readjusting itself, a much shallower angle, and it's set there off the height off the floor, and the height off the floor is 1500. Well, we could go in there and alter that at any time, because Z just here is the height off the floor. So if I were to make that 1 meter and press enter, notice what happens to the slope. It is now much shallower. We can do just about anything and everything with a sloping ceiling. It really is a nice way to work. And do look out for further masterclasses, there are lots of them. And do look out for the subject of Velux roof lights, and you'll see how we then include that into the sloping ceiling.